internet. My name is Taliesin.
I'm Evitel.
And welcome to a WoW Poocast. Obviously, episode number
55. Although this is episode number 1 of the WoW Poocast.
Excuse me, can we call it the Poocast, please?
It's the Poocast.
Okay, I spelt it wrong on the thumbnail. I was stressed. I was getting ready for my kids' Christmas concert.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you belong to a culture that says things like spelt instead of spelled.
Am I allowed to start the podcast now, Evie?
Yeah,
do you just want to talk about how shit my country is some more? Awesome, excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Poocast! Honestly, every day is a Poocast in this house, it feels like at the moment, honestly.
It absolutely is.
That's what happens when you have small children. You're our small children. Welcome, everyone in this chat.
Team.
Our family, our stream family. It's lovely being here. Thank you.
It's really nice to be back for the Poocast.
It is, isn't it? Although there's parts of me that are really sad to be back because I kind of really liked it where we were, which was Brazil. Sunny Brazil. We spoke loads about it last episode, honestly, in kind of preparation, so we won't dwell on it now, but we had an amazing time in CCXP. What was your favorite thing about CCXP in Brazil?
CCXP or Brazil?
Either, I didn't care.
Okay, my favorite thing about Sao Paulo was eating. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed eating my way through like literally everything. And I loved how we, we could be like, what would we like to eat today? Italian? Good. Japanese? Yes. Like we literally could eat whatever our hearts desired.
Yeah, you got a bit of Italian.
And it was delightful. It was beautiful. It far exceeded any of our expectations.
Yeah.
We loved it as a city, as just like a place.
Yes.
As like just a wonderful just culture. And loved getting to meet a bunch of you guys as well. So we met some lovely Brazilian fans at the meet and greet. And that was my favorite part because it always is.
We may have even met some of you in the chat right now. Yeah. What a great place. It was hot and it was sweaty and it was sticky, but that's just how I like it. And then Evie just got back from Switzerland. Am I allowed to say anything about Switzerland? Are you under NDA?
No, but I mean, I just got back from Switzerland. I had a little meeting at the YouTube HQ, which was fun. That was that basically. And I just got to spend a day in Zurich, which was kind of the opposite of Sao Paulo in many ways.
The reason Evie was at the YouTube HQ because they were like, you've got too many viewers.
Yeah.
Stop streaming,
down.
stop podcasting to so many people because you're killing our bandwidth, dudes. Come on, man. We're trying to run a website here. Stop it.
Yeah.
Little
website.
While we were in Sao Paulo, 11.2.7 launched, the new World of Warcraft patch, and with it, of course, well, lots of things which we are going to talk about today because not all of it incredibly successful, it has to be said. There were new Arator quests with some tantalizing, scrumptious cinematics and lore beats. I tell you.
Oh, you're going to have to tell me all about those.
I'm going to tell you all about that.
Thank you.
It will be like when you told me about Blood Ties.
Exactly.
Except without any cool animations because, obviously we haven't done them. Mm-hmm. It's a podcast, not a video.
To look at our faces.
And also lots of other cool things like, for example, the new catchup quests and what have you for the War Within.
Nice.
That might be one of the things that people don't like.
Oh no.
That might be one of the things that people are angry about.
Oh no. Wait.
It might be one of the issues that the patch has.
Oh, I'm
just to give you a little bit of foreshadowing
there. Some
might be one of those things.
Gentle foreshadowing.
And of course, something that basically no one's complaining about at all because it's the most perfect thing that ever happened since Evertel was born. Player housing. Oh my goodness. I've got so much to talk about player housing.
There's a lot has been happening.
You might think that we might be done talking about player housing at this point. It's been out for a week and but no, I'm going to talk about it absolutely loads. And so is Evertel. Oh my goodness, it's going to be great. But before that, a reminder that this podcast is in fact called a podcast, not a Poocast. And also, if you would like to ask a question, if you'd like to drop a comment for us to read, if you would just like to get your name said out loud, which I know some people really like and are into. I like it too.
Feel free to drop us a super
We're just
chat.
going to get a load of super chats being like, say my name. Say
Yeah.
my name, Evie.
You know what?
Look,
I will happily indulge your.
If I was someone thinking of dropping a
desires.
super chat, yes, I would enjoy having my name said, obviously, but mostly I'd be like, what they're talking about right now is very boring.
Oh, yeah.
I have a good subject they can talk about. I'm going to chuck it in there with a question. I'm going to steer the course of this conversation.
Yes,
That's
so
what the super chats are really about,
If
right?
you'd like to do that, if you'd like to redirect us, or if you just want us to read a question, feel free to drop a super chat here on YouTube, and we will get to that towards the end of our show today.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Housing.
Housing.
Here's the thing, Evie.
Oh.
I got so much work to do.
I know.
Like we've got like a
Holy
week's
shit.
worth of work to catch up on and more because Christmas is coming. Wow, my camera just went really weird. Christmas is coming, and you know we got class guides to come out before midnight. We've got like the weekly reset every week to get back into and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Got this dog shit show that we have to put on every week for these very charity people, and they're in the chat and they're all like, oh, great show, guys. And you know that's nice of them to say, isn't it?
It's
It's like
it
what
is a good show.
when we went to the cafe today and I bought us a coffee.
Yes.
And they've got one of those like card beeping machines, which is like the size of an iPad, right? So
yeah, you
I
gotta
never
find
know
where to put the
I
card.
never know where to put my card, right?
Right,
And
old man.
the girl there, she's like so nice, and I was like, is it over? Is it here? Do I beep it here? And she was like, yeah, it's just at the bottom there. It is difficult because there's writing at the top, which suggests that maybe it's there. And I was like, you're so kind because it's not difficult. It's very, very obvious. I'm just like really struggling, and that's what I feel like a lot of people in the chat are like, honestly, about the show. They're like, great
just
insights, guys.
It's like, you're so nice. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh, great joke,
Good
Tally.
job.
That was really good. You're doing great. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Oh, awesome. Yeah. So anyway, we got loads of things to do, basically.
We do.
And I'm so busy. And what I shouldn't be doing is wasting hours and hours and hours and hours on player housing constantly. But guess what, Evie?
Oh,
That's what I'm doing.
unsurprising.
And you know, here's the thing, right? So when we were in Brazil, obviously what most streamers did, good on them, was this patch went live. And like everyone else, they went, oh, what have we got? Oh, we got some Brawlers Guild. We got some story. We got some catch-up stuff. We got like time running. F all that. Obviously, we're going straight to player housing, which is why it's so good that player housing released like 4 months before Midnight did, because otherwise this would be happening in launch week of Mid. Can you imagine if
Right.
this went live with Midnight?
No.
What a disaster!
Yeah.
Silvermoon would fall.
It's almost-
Silvermoon would be like, it would be just like void. Zali would just be there like, yo,
It's
hey.
almost like they had the foresight
Yeah.
to drop it several months before the actual.
And Lorthamar was just like, oh, we put the call out for help, but no one came. No one came to help defend the city.
Yeah.
This is so,
They're all
this
in
is
their
terrible.
houses.
They're all just at home, just
What?
dicking around. And Arator's like, bitch, I tried. I'm sorry, man.
I got
but,
really buff.
you
I got
know."
really cool tattoos. Like no one came to help me. Not even that could lure them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, basically, the whole stream and YouTube community just like absolutely bopped player housing.
Yeah.
Obviously, and it was generally kind of like a very smooth release. I understand, right?
Yeah.
Is that what we're thinking?
It seems to have gone pretty well. I mean, we were up and playing. Like in
Yeah,
the
but
first
we
few
were a
days.
little bit late. We were like
Sure.
maybe half a day late because we were in Brazil, obviously. So we had like lots of stuff we had to do. We had to get on. We had to set up our guild, our patron guild.
Both of them.
Neighborhoods
Yeah.
on EU and NA, because you know we thought that would be nice to have a place where patrons could come and chill out and have a nice time. So we had to do that, and that was a bit of a faff because we only had one PC in Brazil, so we had to
Yeah.
keep like, you know, switching
We
accounts
had
and
one
stuff like that.
pod in the liquid facility.
And it really was a liquid. It was definitely a liquid facility by the time I was done with it. It was a dripping, oozing.
Got a bit
like,
hot in that room.
Yeah, it really
A little bit hot
was.
in that room.
And it wasn't really the best kind of place to really get into player housing and really kind of knuckle down on it. So we were kind of living it vicariously through other people, really. You opening up the neighborhoods, and then essentially our player housing experience for the entire first week consisted of flying around the 3 neighborhoods that we're now part of, and because we've got our kind of long-term raiding guild one as well, and checking out people's builds and going inside people's houses and having a good old time.
Yeah.
And so like
you guys have not disappointed.
it was basically like we were people that hadn't pre-ordered Midnight. We were experiencing player housing in the same way that basically they all are. So
Yep. Yeah, pretty much. And oh my gosh, you guys have not disappointed. I mean, even I have to say, and I mean this as a compliment.
Sorry. Can I just say, I've been married to Evertel for a long time, and what she's about to say might shock you. It might not feel like a compliment, okay? It might feel like a thinly veiled barb or insult or long-term resentment, but I promise you, if she says it's a compliment, it probably is.
I would say, even for people that I had like no creative expectations for.
Oh!
And I mean that.
I thought you'd be shit at this.
And I know, and I mean that because some people we only know through like a name and a brief interaction. And even people in our guild, you might only know through raiding. And maybe they're funny in raid, or maybe they're quiet in raid. Or maybe
they're shit at the game.
Discord,
maybe they're really
not.
bad at their class. Maybe they're just not very good at the game. And so you assume that's going to translate into like player housing. It's like, well, you're shit at your arcane mage opener, so you must be shit at like building a house, right? Now the arcane mage in our guild is going to think I'm talking about him. Which obviously I am.
Yeah, exactly. So, so even like, so I guess so for people who I didn't have necessarily any expectations for, I've been like really, come on, this is a compliment.
Hey, it worked for me, man.
This is a compliment, and there are loads and loads of like just amazing builds, beautiful creative ideas, and I just love like the breadth, the variety of cool stuff that people are doing. It's really inspiring. Even just putting up like a particular type of wall. And some flowers on it.
Genuinely.
It genuinely, like, it truly sparks joy for me. And so I am really, really excited. And after this podcast, here's the plan. After this podcast, I'm going to pick up the kids, and then I'm going to go to the grocery store, and then we're all going to have a bit of a wine, and someone will yell at me, and then I'm going to pick up some groceries.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
But I always get moany when I've had a wine.
And then I'm going to like trundle back up the big hill with the kids with a big bag of groceries. And then I'm going to get back to the house, and then we're going to do some kid stuff until dinner time. And then somewhere in that time, I'm going to make dinner. That's going to happen too. And then everyone's going to be fed. And then everyone's going to be washed and toothbrushed and put to bed. And then, that includes Tally.
And you stop it. I'm going to toothbrush the shit out of you.
And then everyone will be asleep. And I'm going to just tiptoe up the stairs like a reverse Santa Claus. I'm going back up to the top of the house, and I'm going to sit down, and I'm going to have myself a little glass of wine. I'm going to put my big-ass headphones on, and I'm going to dim the lights, and I'm just going to play player housing for like 5 hours.
That's what I did last night.
I am so very ready for that.
It got to the stage last night where I was like, do you know what? It's time. I've been a passenger for too long. I've been a bystander for too long. Mm-hmm. It is time for me to build a house. And here's what I did. I did exactly what you did. I snuck up. Like, you went to bed at like 8.
I did
because you
so
were
tired.
You'd been you hadn't slept for about a week and a half.
Yes.
And that's fair and that's good. So, and I'd already drunk all the wine the night before, so I didn't have a glass of wine, but I did kind of sneak up to the office, and I turned it all on, and then it's that thing of like, well, I want my house to be individual and special.
Yes.
But I don't need it to be like a big robot or something like that,
yeah.
right? So
there's always time for that, right?
And I think I tinkered on it from about 8:30 to about 2 a.m. in the end, I think. Yes. So what's that, like 6 hours or something? And I did create something that if you're watching on the VOD, or you're watching on YouTube or Twitch live, you'll see on screen now. Those of you that are listening on your favorite podcasts, you'll just have to take my word for it. This is the best house that you've ever seen. It's pretty amazing. But do a little ASMR
audio
description. Hang on,
please.
Here it is. I'm there right now. I decided to go for a tree house.
Beautiful.
This is what I did. Here we go. There we go. So I did that thing. We've got lovely plots, right next to each other. So if I turn around, you'll be able to see Evie's house over there.
Which I have not started on yet.
There's Evie's house.
Come back
looking like very sparse and rubbish right now, like minimalist.
I have a plan.
So what I did was I got some apple trees. I like apple trees. I got a thing for apple trees, right? And I made them all big. Now they have the biggest apples in the world.
They're huge.
You can't get too close to these apples because they'll eat you.
Thud.
They're like the size of a car because they scale up too. And so I put a couple of trees in, and I put a platform on there, and I floated my house up because yes, I love floating houses. Okay, so a little sidetrack here, just to kind of like sing the praises of the housing team, because one of the things I absolutely love about this entire player housing experience has been how open the team have been with their communication all the way through. They've held nothing back. It's all been out there. And the other thing I like is how long it takes them to fix things, to the extent that it takes them so long that before they get a chance to fix things, they see people doing cool things with them, and then they go, well, F it, we can't fix that, right? Imagine if they were better at fixing bugs. We'd be fucked. There'd be no floating houses.
But I love this. And part of me actually thinks there's like a whole video's worth of discussion here, because kind of like the philosophy and approach like from the housing team has been like truly like next era. Wow. It is so nice. They not only are they keeping an eye out for bugs, because they are actually looking out for problems, right? When
and there's lots of bugs popping up all over the place. So for today, you can't sink things more than halfway down outside into the floor.
Yeah.
They just pop straight up again. Right. That's not meant to happen.
So they always have their eyes out for things that are going wrong, and they're fixing them. But then there's this kind of amazing, like, is it a bug or is it a feature moment where, they saw instantaneously housing launched and people started floating their houses and figure out how to float their houses. And unintentional. There was no kind of like bottom to them, right? So you'd have to stick some like rocks underneath. There's some like Dalaran style like boulders floating around underneath it. We've seen this kind of on social media from the devs posting and being like, this is now a feature, because we saw it and we thought, okay, this we can't take this away from people, right? Like clearly people have latched onto it. It's the same thing like, we talked about in our interviews previously with some of the devs, like, okay, people shrank chairs down and stuck them inside.
I'm actually showing that off right now because I've actually shrunk a chair down and putting it on the edge of my little platform here
so
to sit on, and that's a little shrunk down chair, like sunk into the platform.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. Just another example of a bug that they didn't fix in time and saw people doing cool stuff with, and then they were like, whoa. Another example of that is the windows that you can turn around and they're transparent if you look through them from the back. That was a bug that wasn't supposed to happen, but again, they were like, oh wow, that works really well, let's keep it. And so I love the way that, and like, you can make an argument that, okay, much easier to not be the fun police and to allow these things and to embrace these things when they're not connected to player power, right? So when there's a player power element to it, which is what most of WoW has always been before player housing, really, then it's a little bit more complicated, and it's that thing of like, okay, guys, you're having fun, but of course you are. You're bypassing all the systems of progression, right?
Yes.
And like, so it's a bit more tricky, but I totally agree with you. Like, it is very refreshing to have this thing of like, oh, something's gone wrong, but people love it, so we're going to keep it. Why not? And it's like easy wins. It's great.
Not just keep it, like we're going to keep it and facilitate it, right? It's not like it's just kept in a state. It is now like it is now a feature, and they have to work around that. Right?
And so this was very good news. In the same blue post, they announced that the outdoor decor limit has also been increased by 50. That's a 25% increase on the 200 that was there before. Thank goodness, because I have used 250 out of 250 here, mostly on candles in bottles, since they are like one of the only light sources that you can actually have outside.
Yeah, that and the goblin string light.
Oh, I've got lots of them as well. Don't worry. Yeah. So can I give you a little walking tour around?
Yeah, you're
here?
gonna have to narrate it though, or should I narrate while you walk through?
Okay. Well, look. So let's start at the bottom here, okay? And I've got, well, first of all, I've got like a tide sage totem fountain thing right down here, which I turned into a little shrine with some bottles. That's the reason I bought these bottles, because these are an auction house item. These are a crafting item. On Argent Dawn EU, they're like 3,000 gold each. I've got quite a few of them. I've spent quite a lot of gold on this feature so far.
That reminds me, I need to buy some tokens.
You should have done it when the Brutus was released.
I know.
Yeah,
I do not play.
It's great, and I've put it on like a little kind of slab of rock here. Slab of like the boulders are your best friends.
Yes, they are.
The boulders are like so good for kind of just adding a bit of like depth and environmental difference. Yeah. And like again, a bit of foliage around here as well. Now, our plots are amazing because our plots have got some benches and wheelbarrows and like mushrooms and trees and like lampposts with lights on outside, which is pretty cool. Anyway, so it feels like that's a part of my plot. I've got my Gilnean post box on the other side there. Nice. And then I've got this staircase, which I built laboriously by hand.
My goodness.
One beam at a time.
Beautiful.
And I kept getting the curve wrong and having to redo it, that was the majority of my 6 hours of playtime, if I'm completely honest with you. And as you can see, I've like placed little bottles up here as well. I put them on the other side as well, but I don't have enough decor limit. I'm gonna have to delete something, and I like everything too much. So you can go up these stairs like this. I put another tree under, I've put lots of trees underneath because it just really helps the idea that it's kind of a tree house there.
I get it.
Yeah, and up here I've got a nice little rocking chair.
Oh, that's good. And you've put your house on a platform.
Yeah, house is on the platform. So here's the thing, right? Like with the whole floating house thing, some of them are just floating houses, and that's really cool. It's like I'm a mage and my house floats. Get over it. I've seen people making airships and stuff. If you're not on it already, check out the Wowpedia Discord. There's so much cool stuff on there, and the airships are like an absolute. Oh, what did I say?
Wowpedia.
No, the Wowkia Discord. Sorry.
Yes, have a look.
Check out the Wowpedia Discord as well. I'm sure it's really, really good. And like they've got whole airships and stuff. But for I think my favorite application of the floating house is just to put a big rock underneath it, or put it on a hill, or put have it so that
give it a little bit of elevation.
or like in this case, it's a platform on a tree house, which I think is really nice. So it's not like magic.
No.
It's just like,
Though some of my favorite magic floating houses have used these swirling books underneath to give the impression of being like on top of a cyclone.
That is very cool. Right? Yeah, I've seen a couple of those. Really definitely. A big Gundam and stuff is really good as well. So I got my little cup of tea by my rocking chair here. Got a little bench here for when mates come over and we can chill out. And so go down the staircase again. And so and then underneath I got like a kind of like a party area, right? So got some hanging things with more candles in bottles. Basically, I just spent all my gold on like shit that you can have lights outside. Because I just think that's really important. I think the lights outside are really good. Oh, you should see this late at night, like it was when I finished making it.
Oh, I bet it's perfect.
Quite hard to build late at night because it's quite dark, and getting the stuff lined up properly can be quite hard. But it's fine. So I got a little Borealis kind of tent under here, and got some like wine barrels, nice, which I'm a big fan. Look at these. They've got like grapes floating in them. So cool. And like this little table here and a Borealis stove. I like Borealis shit, right? I think Borealis is cool.
What happens when you click on the stove?
That's a good point. Yeah, it turns it off. So why would you want to do that? Oh, hang on. Something bad's happening. Okay, here we go. Oh, I can cook in it.
Oh, there you go.
I can cook. I didn't know that.
Shit.
I can actually cook in it.
Yep.
I can make the Dormic mine and cheese platter.
There you go.
Wow.
Do you have all the
No, I need some stunning sapphire, some bismuth, and obviously some Dornic fir lumber. We'll talk about lumber.
Yes.
That's great. I didn't know I could do that. That's fantastic. And then just a nice big table with, I bought some ribs.
Nice.
While I was on the auction house, got a rib platter.
Delightful.
And like just some covers, just for when people come and hang out, and lots of goblin lights underneath here to light it all up.
Yeah, so this is like kind of a nighttime chill out, socializing zone.
I added this tree,
Underneath your floating
bit
house.
of foliage. So I wasn't able to like obviously expand into the whole plot, but I used up a fair bit of it, and I did use literally every single last bit of decor that I was allowed. I did have a chicken coop, but then I decided I wanted lights going up my stairs, so I had to delete the chicken coop.
You have to make some sacrifices.
I did. Sorry, chickens. You're out of here. I wanted little candles in bottles. So anyway, I'm just really, really happy with it. Do you want to see inside?
Yes, please.
Oh.
Have you put a lot of work into the inside?
I mean, just you wait and see.
Oh, well.
No, I've done literally nothing inside. Sorry, but I am looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And actually, like, psychologically, knowing that it's a treehouse and it's up high is kind of like...
I was going to say, you can...
It does, like, psychologically affect how I'm going to kind of do it, yeah.
Absolutely.
But I've seen some stunning interiors of houses so far. And yes, people in the chat are absolutely right. We do need to be able to save houses and rooms and stuff like that. Because I might want to change this one day. I mean, I've got 3 neighborhoods that I'm a member of right now.
Yeah.
So I've got lots of, and they're all like very full. They're all in like multiple shards. All 3 of our neighborhoods now, and like so, you know, there's a reason to kind of build and make it nice and stuff like that. But I think this is cool because it's like it's unusual. There's actually a better treehouse in this very neighborhood.
Of course there is.
I'm gonna burn down. It's like so that's why I came back before the stream and like added more lights and stuff.
Oh, just to
try and spice mine up a bit.
Fix it up a little bit.
Yeah, because theirs was a bit better planned than mine, all in all. But I like the way the stairs curve off to the side here, like this, and what have you. And you know, so imagine you're and imagine you're kind of like coming out of your house. And you're like, oh, Tally's house is looking nice today.
Yeah.
Like that.
It kind of blocks the view of whatever's going on behind it. But
I mean, look, it's probably good that it blocks the view of whatever's behind it because that's what's behind it is this big rock with lots of robots on and a big robot willy.
A big robo-dong.
Thank you, Smee-son. Thank you for the big robot dong.
You know, it's like slightly threatening but fun.
Yeah.
The vibes are kind of confusing.
And that's the thing, right? I would be interested in asking the chat and our listeners, like, has anyone had their player housing experience basically ruined by a very enthusiastic neighbor and their like enthusiastic build, right? Has anyone like logged in, done player housing, been like, I love this system. This system is so good. This is so fun. I love it so much. And then like you've logged out, you've gone, I've done some great work here. I've done some amazing stuff. I'm so happy with this feature. You log back in the next day and while you've been asleep, some motherfucker has built like a giant dong or something like that. I bet it's happened to a few of us. The robot dong is threatening, yeah, which is why I'm subtly kind of keeping my eye, you know, keeping
thank you
my
for
back turned to it might not be a good idea.
No. I think it's cool. And seeing all this and seeing how you've built your house is really inspiring me to kind of take a different direction with my house.
I'm like very happy with mine. What are you? Can we have a preview? What are you thinking right now?
I am thinking. So as you have probably seen, loads of people have been building kind of like hobbit holes. Like real Hobbiton style.
Oh, that's such a great idea. Kind of the opposite of a treehouse as well.
Literally, yeah. So
nice.
my plan, I don't want it to feel like a cave, but want it to feel more like kind of like a thatched cabin that feels a little bit more
really cool.
in the ground. And if you look at my plot, there's a nice kind of stone wall at the back, which I might even go back up against that and build it up against and build it.
Oh, wow. Good shout.
Are
you going to be able to, can you reach there?
I don't know. I haven't tried yet. We'll see. But yeah, seeing the contrast to yours, I do feel like creating something that's like a little bit more enclosed and a little bit cozy and homey. Not necessarily like night elf style, because I was like, Evitel is a night elf, so it's got to be night elfin. I wish I was one of those people who, when they were like, oh, you know, we get blood elf and we will get blood elf and night elf exteriors, I was like, excellent. I saw a preview of the blood elf one and I was like, perfect. And then I saw the exterior of the night elf one and I was like, it is like Belemeth and not Darnassus, right? Like, and I was like,
yeah.
It's like rustic night elf,
absolutely,
which is lovely.
New night elf,
yeah, which is like very nice. But I was like, So I'm moving away from that, and I'm gonna have more of just a cozy Hobbit style, English countryside vibes.
Yeah,
that's the plan.
That is so awesome.
For that one, at least. But then, of course, we have our guild community neighborhoods, our T&E community neighborhoods that we're going to have to play around with. So I feel like I would like to make them a little bit more like sociable spaces. Like I really want to emphasize the fun.
You're right, yeah.
The fun, like a place for you guys who are watching to go and hang out in our neighborhood while we do a podcast.
Well, exactly. I kind of feel like in my T&E neighborhood houses, I have to have like a podcasting space, right?
You do.
So people can come in and sit down and enjoy the podcast, and we'll be there doing it, and it'll be fun. It'll be really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, like and they're all going to be completely different. And, you know, maybe one of them will be a big robot or something. But I'm really happy with this one here so far. Maybe one will be a big ship. One of them is on my private island in the Horde neighborhood.
Yes.
So I'm thinking of maybe making that one a shipwreck.
That one could be a fun shipwreck.
Or
like a party shipwreck.
A party shipwreck, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like it needs like Booty Bay vibes.
It'll be Booty Bay. It is known as Booty Island. You know. It'll be excellent. We'll have a bouncer on the door. It'll be really good. So our patron communities, just like our Discord, is open to patrons in perpetuity. Thank you. So, like, you know, if you're not a patron right now and you join in like a year's time, you can come and join in the neighborhoods. It's all good. There's no rush. Yeah. Don't worry about it, guys. Like, it's not like a sales thing. It's just our Discord is basically the best Discord that's ever lived.
It rules.
It's really, really great because, again, it's only open to patrons, and that just gives it a really good vibe, and it's really nice. And likewise with the community so far. So yeah, really, really cool. And you know, the great thing about guild neighborhoods is that they can open up into multiple shards, which is really, really cool. While I was building this house last night, I was joined by a guildie who was wandering around the space looking at people build their houses.
Yeah.
Because it turned out they have not pre-ordered Midnight. Oh. So they literally wander around watching people build and enjoying themselves, which I just think is wonderful and great.
Hey,
like,
I think it's super good.
Yeah. I mean, presumably if you haven't pre-ordered Midnight, then maybe you don't care about housing so much. Is there anyone that's had like in the chat that's had like massive FOMO from seeing all of this stuff going on and decided that you absolutely must kind of like buy the expansion and get in there? And maybe you were like, well, I am excited for housing. Yes. It does look good, but I can wait until midnight. It's all good. If I'd taken that attitude, perfectly valid attitude, by the way, because pre-orders do kind of suck. I don't think I'd have survived this week. I think I'd have broken.
Exactly.
I think I would have like crossed the picket line. I think I'd have been like, actually, do you know what? Take my money. Take my money, Blizz.
Yeah, we've seen some people saying yes.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. That's really cool. On the other hand, I totally understand people who are like, this is not for me. Not for me in this.
Oh, yeah, totally. Sorry, you're just very dark on the camera, so I'm just turning the lights up a little bit. Sorry.
Nice. I totally get people who are like, nah, it's not for me. Though I will laugh at people who like come in chat and are like, oh, feature sucks. It's like, okay, you're talking to the wrong folks. But if you think it sucks, that's allowed.
You're absolutely allowed to think it sucks. There's stuff I think sucks, like Broaders Guild. Fuck that shit. Oh my god, I hate Broaders Guild.
Surely you logged in and did it first thing, like right away. It's live now.
I know.
It's live. Go play it. Go brawl.
Well, when you say go play it, what you're actually saying is go join the queue. Go and wait for your one turn that you can die instantly because you haven't looked up any of the bosses because you don't give a shit. Yeah, I could do that, I guess. Yeah, that'd be fun. I don't like it, but here's the thing. I don't think it's a bad feature. I'm not going to go into like comments and chats and be like, oh, why is Blizz wasting time on this nonsense? Because people really enjoy it. No, but people really enjoy it. So clearly
I'm going to get in there and I'm going to hate comment.
Okay, really? Like you do with pet battles? You're just in there the whole time going, F this shit. This is what's wrong with the game. It's people that like this side of the game that's killed WoW.
Yeah, clearly
there's no war. And people that say that player housing is a sign of how, the aggression is being taken out of WoW and there's no war in Warcraft anymore, have not tried to build a staircase out of individual fucking beams. They'll know that there definitely is war left in Warcraft in player housing. There's plenty of war and aggression in player housing. Once you try to build a fucking staircase out of individual fucking beams, oh my god, are you kidding? You want big sweaty orcs fighting humans? Well, you're gonna get it. I was a big sweaty orc last night trying to build this fucking staircase. That's for sure.
The real war with it.
No, it was very much without. I haven't been that angry since I was a professional PvPer. But no, absolutely you're allowed to think this feature sucks and that's absolutely fine. But there is no denying that the feature so far is a massive success. People have really taken to it. People have embraced it. I think it's a beautifully realized system. I told you, didn't I? I was sitting here 6 months ago telling you guys, I was like, look, there are going to be many of you in this chat that think you don't give a fuck about player housing, right? Or think that you're ambivalent about it, and that's fine. 90% of you will try it and be completely won over. And I think I'm right, honestly. I think that is what's happened.
Yeah.
Because like if you've ever had any interest in player housing at all, like this does it. This absolutely does it. It's the thing. It's really, really good. It's like so beautifully kind of implemented, thoughtfully implemented by a team that's clearly passionate and excited and constantly working on it and adding to it. And if any, like I'm going to say this right now, if anything is going to secure the future of World of Warcraft for the next 10, 15 years, it's this feature.
You think so?
When was the last time you logged into WoW and just like sank 6 hours straight up without even thinking about it, and like you were nowhere near done with the thing?
That's a good shout.
You know,
I mean, I did really like Koresh. I spent a lot of time in Koresh.
Fair.
Just because I'm an ethereal lover. But yeah, like purely as a new feature, yeah.
It's just one of those things you're always going to be tinkering with.
It's getting like the auction house, like the crafting in the auction house. It's getting a lot of money flowing.
Oh, it certainly is. Well, that's the thing. Like
Generating
Blizz are going to make unlimited money out of it because they have not been shy about how much money they're going to make. And actually, that does bring us to some of the concerns, some of the complaints about the system so far, or some of the niggles that people have mentioned of the system so far. And one of those niggles is definitely how expensive it can be.
Now, has the auction house leveled out a little bit since we last?
I mean, look, the first day, it was incredibly expensive. Like the crafted items were going for outrageous prices, like 40, 50k, 60k for like a fence post, right? And those halved on day 2, and they're still very expensive. I'd say like prices in the auction house range from these little candles in bottles were 3,000 gold each, and I'd say the average cost of like a nice item there is about like 10 to 15. 10, 15 okay. There's the occasional thing which is on there for 30, and this is Argent Dawn EU. This is a big role play server as well, so I'd imagine prices are probably higher on there. Transmog is usually higher on the Argent Dawn auction house as well. So like the prices are stabilizing, and obviously like one of the reasons it was so expensive at first, it was new, it's shiny, there were some people very prepared for it, but also, and this brings us to our other niggle, is that crafting, like it takes a lot of resources, right?
It does.
You've got to have your expansion specific professions leveled up to be able to craft these things, and have the the recipe and stuff, but also, and this is the killer right now, lumber.
Yes, well that's the most like time heavy element. That's really like where your labor goes into it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And so lumber is warbound. It's war band wide, right? So you can crafters can go and get it themselves. And then like sell the things on the auction house, which is probably what I would do if I just wanted to make a whole ton of gold. You can of course get the lumber yourself and send it to a crafter and commission them to make something. Nice. Or you can if you can't be bothered getting the lumber yourself, you can just commission it without the lumber and pay the extra if you expect the crafter to go and get it for you. And lumber is not super easy to get, to be honest. It's like you get one per little tree that you chop. There is a chopping sound. It's not a very loud chopping sound. We need an add-on that maybe gives us some options for chopping sounds. That's all I'm saying.
Now here, this is my dilemma. I told you my plan for tonight. After all that happens and I log on, am I going to start playing with my house, or am I just going to farm lumber for 6 hours?
Well, I got some lumber you can farm, baby.
In the video game.
Sure, okay.
Chop.
Now, here is the thing. I'm calling this a niggle, and it is for much of the community. Personally, I don't care. I kind of like it.
There's the lumber discussion, and then there's the discussion around farming ancient resources. Yes.
So here's another niggle, right? Yeah. Okay. I like chopping wood. I am going when the new transmog changes come in, which I mean, God, I can't wait for those to come in so I can get in my cozy duds every time I'm in the neighborhood and building and stuff like that. But I will be macroing a lumberjack outfit to my bars.
Yes.
So and you know,
Yes.
with an interact key, so that I can change into my lumberjack duds when I'm lumberjacking, because that just seems important right now.
It does.
It feels weird being in your neighborhood in like a full armor set. Honestly, you know, like I want to be in my casual clothes.
Absolutely. I mean, just before this, I was logging in, getting into the neighborhood and stuff, and I was like, oh, I need to change. I need to change my outfit into something a bit more casual. I need a neighborhood friendly mount. So I got on my giant bumblebee, you know, and like suddenly my
friendly
character,
mount. Yeah.
who is like super like voidy and powerful looking and looking like she could crush you, you know, with her foot. I was like, oh wait, I just gotta get a little bit, you know, just a little bit cuter and cozier. And like the transmog changes coming in midnight are perfectly aligned with this.
Yeah.
Like clearly there's a bit of strategy happening here, because introducing housing is, I think, the number one scenario where people are like, oh, I need to feel cozier. My character cannot be walking around with like a pole arm, you know. And
No, seriously. Okay, so here's something that
weapons
isn't
need to
happening.
go away.
Here's something that isn't happening in the new transmog system is the
Well, it
ability to
should
literally hide weapons.
It should
we
be.
need to be able to hide weapons.
We do need to hide.
It's like I've got many kind of weapon transmogs which are normie as fuck, like a staff or a big fork or something, but that's not
Still a
enough.
bit threatening.
Yeah, a little bit.
Still a
Yeah,
little
yeah. It's
bit
like, especially when you're going around other people's houses with your
like,
pitchfork.
What do you do with that big
It's
fork?
like-
Nothing. Just in case I'm hungry. My big fork. Right?
But I think like the whole going back to previous expansion zones and getting the mats and getting the lumber. I love that the lumber is expansion specific as well. I think that's one of the really cool things about housing. Like one of the reasons I always was an advocate for housing, even though I thought I wasn't that interested in it as a feature at first, was because of you can only have a proper, really cool RPG crafting system in a game that has player housing.
Oh,
like before
absolutely.
now, like WoW's crafting, it's never been able to be what everyone has always wanted it to be. Like, I just want to be a crafter. I want to be the guy that makes this thing, because it's always been tied to player power. It's always been tied to like armor and stuff like that. And now finally, I feel like WoW crafting can reach the kind of like the levels and the depth and the kind of the specifics that everyone has always wanted it to.
Yes.
And I think that's great. And it gets people out in the old world. It's been an absolute joy seeing people in old continents like getting stuff. And it's like, oh my God, it's so good. The only thing I would ask is that I'd like to be able to hear other people chopping wood as well.
I don't want that.
I do.
I don't
Like, that was like basically the only thing I liked about New World as a game.
Oh, could you hear other people chopping?
Being out in like the woods or the forests in
kind of
New World, and you'd hear like the chopping echoing through the forests and stuff like that. And it was actually just super chill and really awesome. And I mean,
Something nice about that.
and people getting into the old zones and doing that stuff and selling all this stuff on the auction house. It's an absolute joy, and I love it. So I get the niggles with lumber. I get the niggles with old ingredients and stuff like that. But I'm sympathetic to them, but I cannot agree with them currently. So for me, they're super fun. But you brought up an interesting thing, another niggle, which is like some of these things. Because, okay, the other thing is, of course, an ongoing discourse, which has been going on, like, you know, since we've learned about how housing was going to work, is the fact that, you know, each item is bought individually. Okay, so if you want 4 of the same chair in your house around the table, you need to own 4 of those chairs, right? And, you know, you can put them back in your inventory afterwards and place them again. It's not like they're single use and then they burn up like a Mission Impossible
right?
letter. No, but you know, you still. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little candles in bottles on this staircase, so I had to buy those 8 candles in bottles from the auction house, $3,000 each.
Just like
Bite me.
IRL.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So we can't afford to go on holiday this year. Sorry, and so that's the thing, and you know that's always been a thing that people are like, people are really noticing that now that player housing has gone live, because of course quite a lot of these items are available from vendors who are placed all over the world. So one of the reasons I'm favoring the auction house so much is because I can just get on my my auction house mount whenever I want and buy the shit. When I realized I was 2 bottles with a candle in it short, that was okay. I just got on my auction house mount and I bought 2 more little bottles with candles in.
Yippee.
Job done. Bish bash bosh. Put them on my steps. If they'd been on some motherfucking like vendor in like Ogrimmar or like Borealis or something like that, well, I'm getting on my flying mount now and I'm flying over the other side of the world to buy 2 bottles. And God forbid I forget how many bottles it was I needed. God forbid I got back and it turns out I actually needed 3 and I'd go back again.
This is literally like, you know, when you go out to the shop, at least here, and you go, and I'll go and I'll pick up like all the stuff I need. And like I say, today I'm going to have to just have my 2 kids with me. It's probably going to be raining. They're going to be grumpy. I'm going to have to fuel them with snacks. And then I'm going to come home. And then the process is going to take like a good hour at least, right? Yeah. And then it's like, I forgot the cherry tomatoes. I forgot one item.
I forgot Tally's wine.
Yeah, I forgot one thing. Oh, yeah. And I forgot one thing. And the prospect of doing it all over again is so daunting that you just pull up Uber Eats and you're like, well, I will assemble enough here to get someone to deliver it to me, right? And that's like the having auction house mount, right? Where you're like, you know what? I could go to Borealis again.
Yeah.
I could do that. Or I could pay a bit of a premium, a bit of extra golds, and just pick it up here, right? So.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's the thing of like, you need to know where all the vendors are and what they sell and whether it's even worth going there. And like loads of stuff drops from dungeons and things like that. So, you know, there's a whole ton of stuff which I think like the average player will never even see and not even know exists, completely honestly. And I got to admit, I love the whole going over to the different vendors, going through the world to get new things and what have you. I think that's cool. And I'm very much like of the opinion that it's like, okay, well, I think it's a good thing to do initially. Yeah. Like go to vendors, buy shit off them. And I always said like, I think it would probably be good. I think it would probably be nice if once you'd bought the thing once, it would appear on one of the vendors in your neighborhood, right? So like, I get the whole buying thing. I get that you want to buy it from a vendor. It's a necessary like friction for RP and stuff like that. I get it, and I approve of that. But yeah, exactly. And I was like, well, wouldn't it be nice if there was an NPC like a kind of a like maybe he's a mage with a portal or something, and he's in your neighborhood, and once you've bought it from a vendor once, then you can buy it from this guy in your neighborhood. And you know, I still am of that opinion. However, I also suspect that's how I feel right now because I've just been all over the world buying everything from vendors, right? It took ages and it was kind of annoying. Tour. Yeah, exactly. I got a feeling that like I don't have to do that again, right? So there'll be a time in like a year when I'm like, I need another one of these chairs or whatever, and I'll actually thoroughly enjoy going to like that one vendor to buy that one thing.
A year later.
You know? Yeah, exactly. Like in the same way, like I'm always super pleased to be sent to Dragonflight or something, you know? And it's like, yeah, I've got a feeling I'll kind of like it. To be perfectly honest, but at the moment I'm like, yeah, give me a vendor in the neighborhood, man. Yeah. But as for buying like individual items of each thing, I'm completely in favor of that. I know it's like a controversial point, but I just think it makes sense. Now on the shop, fuck that. Yeah, like on the cash shop, no. You buy it, have it appear on a vendor so you can buy it with gold again after that.
You're buying an unlock, right?
Yeah. Buy the unlock on the shop, not the individual item. Fuck you, Blizz. Stop thinking about it, you idiots. Change it.
Please.
I say Blizz, it's not Blizz, it's Microsoft. But like I have confirmed it's got literally nothing to do with anyone in the housing team. Like you know, so I know we kind of knew that already, but like I can tell you safely. And it's like so, but yeah, going around and buying the things individually, it makes sense, and buying stuff from the auction house makes sense. My only regret is that when you buy stuff off a vendor, obviously it goes straight into your inventory, or even when you have to click on them, if it's over 150 gold, you have to it's soul bound, right? Because I would love to actually set up a business where I'm just going around buying shit off vendors and putting it in the auction house to save people kind of like going around to the vendors. There's big business in that, I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely. They pay for that convenience. Yeah. So yeah, is what it is. And I personally, I think that's the correct way to do it. I'm completely sympathetic if you disagree. I get there's just a difference in vibes and opinion and what we enjoy. Like everyone's got different levels of friction that they tolerate or that they think is good or improves the game or damages the game, and that is going to be different. It's going to be different strokes to different folks. So I'm not saying you're wrong if you feel different about it. I'm very sympathetic to it, but honestly, I'm just really enjoying all that. Terrific. Anything else you want to say about housing while we're here?
There have been some changes to housing.
Oh, sorry, that was a point that you were about to say that I didn't get to, because then
right.
obviously the other thing is there are items that have like expansion specific currencies
Resources and currency.
you know, and you know, like 90% of the time, especially if it's a more recent expansion, like for example when I went into like you know, anywhere in Kultiras, it was like, oh, you need some war resources to buy that shit. I was like, dude, I got 1 million war resources, don't you worry, friend. Oh, I need garrison resources. Well, I spent all that on like savage fur or whatever, but you know, okay and generally that's a really annoying thing, and they have been kind of like chipped down on as well.
Yeah, most notably, so N'Zoth's captured eye.
Okay, so this I just want to give like some backstory here. So this is an example of not just like normal decor that's available for a currency, but decor which is awarded through an achievement.
Yes.
And then if you want multiple of it, you can buy it again, and those are generally very expensive.
They're like mega expensive.
Generally a big gold cost, but often a very high expansion currency cost as well, which can be extra galling. But bear in mind that you did get it free, one copy of it, when you did the achievement. Right?
If you did the achievement.
And the Zoth's Eye is connected to the BFA meta achievement, right?
Yes.
Have you got any meta achievements?
I'm sure I have some. I haven't looked.
You're sure you've got a meta achievement? Really? I probably just did it passively, right?
Yeah.
I probably got the Shadowlands meta without even knowing it. God knows I was in that expansion for 12 years. I've got the Dragonflight meta. That's the only meta I've got.
I feel like if I have one, I would have Dragon.
Yeah, and they're brilliant. Like the meta achievement like rewards are so good.
They're
like the Dragonflight one is.
Yeah, is that the?
It's the Great Vault.
It's
basically.
the Great Vault. Yeah,
like, it's really really cool.
I'm almost certain I have that one.
And I am quite a way towards the BFA meta achievement anyway. Yeah. So I think I am going to knuckle down. I want the cool mount that you get.
Oh, the Janny mount is insane.
So good. And I want the N'Zoth eye, the captured N'Zoth eye as well, which is so good because it kind of like turns, it kind of spins. So you see it like above people's chimneys a lot. You see it in doorways a lot. You see it over fires and they get it turning like a spit roast sort of thing. It's just brilliant. I just love it. But if you wanted to buy another one, so I mean, if you wanted it in multiple houses, you're going to need multiple, right?
Yes.
It cost, I think, 100,000
Echoes of Nyalotha.
And so that's not even the new Echoes of Nyalotha from the current Horrific Nightmares. It's like literally the BFA Horrific Nightmares.
Horrific Visions, yeah.
Horrific Visions, which, by the way, I think you need like the currency from the Void invasions, from the N'Zoth invasions in like Pandaria and the other place. You need to get the currency to even go into Visions, and then you can only get like 1,000 a week or something like that per character.
So like the outlay for that, for getting 100,000 would be absolutely insane. It was something about like 200 weeks, right?
Yeah,
like people calculated it was just some insane cost. Even just to get like a second one. So Mother has smiled upon us, and now
is that what we're calling Ian now?
Yeah. No, I think you literally buy these from Mother. But he is Mother. So they've been reduced to that one, N'Zoth's Captured Eye, and Mother's Titanic Brazier, which is a little bit less spectacular, but it's still cool. That has been reduced down to 10,000 Echoes of Nyalotha. Still a lot.
Still a lot. But it's like a meta thing, right? It's not a bench. No, it's not like a chair.
Exactly.
It's like the fucking Eye of N'Zoth in a jail. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So it feels quite special to have, and it makes sense for it to be expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those have been nerfed.
Well, that's great news.
Which is very good news.
I didn't even know about the Titanic Brazier thing.
Yeah.
And it's all about the N'Zoth Eye.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So.
That's good. And generally, these things are kind of like becoming more sort of bearable, and prices are generally coming down.
Yes.
And things like that. So that's good.
Yeah, so I think that's my plan for tonight. I'm going to be doing some decor farming. I'm going to do the world tour of buying everything from all the vendors.
I didn't quite finish my world tour. I was quite into my world tour at first. I was like, and I was going to every vendor buying a lot. And I was like, do you know what? I'll get the other stuff as and when.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. And no doubt there will be more added, right?
Lots coming in midnight, obviously.
Yeah, loads coming in.
And like a whole batch more every endeavor in midnight, right? And presumably maybe there'll be some stuff on the trading post. I don't know, but I've got to get all that Lemix stuff.
Oh my God, I know. Seeing that Lemix timer counting down. What is it, like 30 some days left?
Oh, don't.
There was a time when it felt like a big number. Now it feels like a small number. It feels like a small number. And I need to go and buy everything. Although I believe, because we're now in the phase 5, Infinite Echoes.
God, are we?
Yeah. So
what's happening now? What's the catch up? Is the catch up basically here's like 400,000 free bronze? Have fun. Because that's the catch up I need. Okay, what I need is to log in, and I need like Moridormi or whatever her name is to be like, yo, here's loads. You haven't been logged on for a while. Yeah. Here's a shit ton of bronze, more bronze than you can ever spend.
Yes.
Have it.
Yeah.
Go wild. Buy all that armor that you wanted.
It says there's a catch-up, but I don't know what the actual catch-up is.
It's like a catch-up. It's a player power
yeah,
catch-up.
Okay,
yeah.
So 2 new quests in the Infinite Bazaar. That's helpful. Your eye level cap has increased to 779. There's some Legion Infernals walking around in the world.
Yeah, so nothing like it kind of makes it easier to level up and get more bronze, but
not
it's
really
not
a power
like
thing.
We're upping the bronze.
Yeah, like if
which is what I want.
Extra like 100k bronze every time you did something.
Every time you killed someone.
That to me is a catch up. Okay, so you get more.
Yeah, the eye level being bumped to 779 is great, except like for someone who hasn't played for a while like me, it's like, oh, I'm even further behind now. Yeah. Fantastic.
But I guess that facilitates like going faster with a character, being more powerful equals more bronze technically. But I want a direct like, here's more bronze. Yeah. I'm just gonna fill your coffers with bronze.
Yeah.
And of course you can buy stuff. You can buy housing decor items from Dormumus.
Yeah.
Dormus, I forget his
He's
name.
there now. And of course you will be able to get those decor items after the event as well, but they'll cost like gold, they'll cost resources.
Yes.
In the same way that this is the best way of getting all the transmog and mounts in the expansion, it's also the best way of getting all the decor as well.
Exactly. So 247,500 what? So okay. That's if you want to get every decor item, and you should probably have that much bronze, unless you've been blowing.
Well, I certainly don't.
If you don't, then there's still.
I spend it every time I get 30,000 on like a new armor set.
Yeah. Well, if you want to get all of the housing decor items, you need to spend to about 250k bronze.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you say, you can always go back and get it from, after Legion Remix.
Well, I've got harder. There's also like decor from the Order Hall campaigns as well.
Yes.
And I've got items. I've got one item from every Order Hall campaign, which is the one like complete the Order Hall campaign. So I've just got that from Legion. That's fine. But there are also ones that are connected to like the mission table, like recruit 20 troops.
Yeah.
And I've only got that on my main for some reason. I'm like, okay, so I need to remember which of my alts are the ones that had the Legion Order Hall campaign. I got to go back. I've got to recruit more troops on those characters so I can get like these awesome books and shit, and that would be really cool. Yeah. That would be great. But I've got like at least one item from each Order Hall campaign, so it certainly is retroactive in a way. It's all my stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
it's not like I even logged in on all those different characters yet. I've only logged in on a couple of characters since the patch. So it's all there though.
That's cool. Yeah. So if you're into like green shit, buy those Legion decor items, and that's kind of how I'm like, okay.
The troops one isn't retroactive apparently.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to go and buy some of these. Am I gonna buy multiples? Probably not. It's more like for the sake of collecting. But I know one day, the urge to just build like a fell temple is gonna hit me, and be like,
or a fell spaceship,
right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, wish I would have gotten all those Legion items, but anyway.
And then you'll be like, oh, I'm going to build my hobbit hole again.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Let's go back to my hole. Yeah. Exactly. It's good, like kind of Halloween style decor if you want to, build a spooky house.
Okay, let's talk some of the other features in 11.2.7.
Oh, wait, there are other features?
There are, and I've even played some of them. So, believe it or not, there's actually a pretty good quest line in this patch.
Like the Erator introduction, right?
Pretty much. Now, someone just asked in the chat, like, is it important to read blood ties before the quests that you do? I think that the quests are actually set before blood ties.
Oh, really?
Is the impression that I get, maybe, or maybe not.
Really?
Or no. I think the quest is set after blood ties.
Okay.
Now I think about it.
Right.
But
I'm gonna have to play through these.
Yeah. I feel like maybe we don't see Tyrallion at all in these quests.
Okay.
But we do see Ilaria. And
gotcha.
slight spoiler talk while I describe the quests here.
Okay.
And this is a good thing about being a week late, right? Is most people have done it by now.
Exactly. Still,
housing notwithstanding.
Yeah. If you haven't done the Erator kind of patch quests, don't want to hear.
And if you need to learn about blood ties, you can watch our video on it with animations from Flying Buttress, which highly recommend.
Please do.
So. Yeah, it's this lead into Midnight. It's the equivalent of the Dark Heart quests from Dragonflight, where Xalatath was introduced, and where the concept of the Dark Heart was introduced. We met up with Ilaria. Remember all that when you saw the Shadow Guard and went through the rift and all that stuff. And you get some decor from it as well. Sweet. Oh no, that's the War Within meta. The War Within meta gives you the Dark Heart. As a bit of decor.
That's nice.
How cool is that?
Is it like the depleted dark?
No, it's like the fully charged one. It's all purple and stuff.
Put it on my Xalatath shrine.
Yeah.
Which has become a trend in and of itself. I'm actually really impressed with some of the shrines.
Absolutely. But anyway, so you get introduced to Arator and his lovely new model, his new kind of like Swedish backpacker that's a few years older than you that you've met in like a hostel in Thailand.
I've really warmed up to him.
He's great. I kind of have warmed up to him as well. Did blood ties help you warm up to him?
It did. It made it's because he's portrayed as like everybody's buddy in blood ties. He's like a guy whose power is friendship. And like literally just but literally like he walks in a room and everyone's like, yo, like it's quite he's extremely liked by lots of people.
And it's not the power of friendship like with the Dragonflights where it's like, we are family. It's like everyone just thinks he's an absolute shad. Like everyone's just like, he is such a bro. I love that dude. Yeah, exactly. And everyone treats him like he's like 20, but he's like 60 or something. Someone in the comments the other day was like, oh, every Blizz is so woke and DEI. This is why every white character over the age of like 30 has to be like villain batted or has to be made useless and dumb. I'm like, bitch, Arator is 50 years old.
Literally just
like, come on, man. And he's like this boyish hero. Come on.
Yeah.
Anyway, we meet up with Arator and we meet up with Valera, Varisa.
Not Valera. I know.
Not Valera. I always get them confused, but we get, even though they're very different. We meet up with Varisa for the first time in years.
Yeah.
And no one goes, oh, Varisa, lucky you weren't in fucking Dalaran, eh? There's no mention of it. She's fine. She's like, a lot of my friends died in Dalaran while I wasn't there, but I don't feel any guilt about that. I'm okay.
Are you sure? I could have sworn I read something about that, but maybe it's...
Well, she's just decided, right, that she wants to mourn her husband, who died quite a while ago, and it's time for her to do that. And so, we help out, and we learn she has a vision where she basically foresees the void attack on because she can hear the Radiant Song.
Okay, very important.
So she has this really cool vision, which is played out in like a little cutscene in game, where she foresees the void attacking Silvermoon, and people are like, "Whoa!" and like getting sucked into little portals and stuff. It's really awesome actually. And then you see like Tyrallion and Lothraxion and they're all like coming to the rescue, and then they're like and then you see like Ronin and Umbric fighting, and they're like that. Nice. And really cool. And then and so Arator's like, oh shit, we need to get the gang together to protect Silvermoon, right? Like Xalatath's coming. This is gonna suck. And so our first stop is Alleria, obviously, and this is why it's set after Blood Ties, because she like f's off at the end of Blood Ties, doesn't she? And Arator doesn't know where she is, so we have to go on a little hunt for Alleria. And I meant Romath, not Ronin. Ronin's the one that died. And we go hunting Alleria. We find her in Koresh, and she's just like hunting, you know, Shadow Guard dudes basically.
Nice.
There's a really good bit where there's a pre-rendered cinematic where she follows she sees an ethereal going through a portal to Xalatath, and she follows the ethereal through the portal, and there's this really good thing where you see her go, you see like the camera's in front of her as she goes through the portal, so you see like it go into Portal World, and then she comes out the other side, and she's in Voidstorm, and she sees like Xalatath standing there, and this ethereal is like, and like if you got the subtitles on, his name is literally Ethereal X.
Oh.
And he's like, my dark lady, I have come to serve you. And she's like, great, and she sucks him off into the dark heart. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That's not allowed in game.
I was like, if I'd known, I'd have gone there. And like she's like, and she sucks him into the dark heart, and it turns out that was the last bit of power she needed to completely fill up the dark heart.
Oh yeah,
like,
of course.
It was like she's got Demencius in there. She's got
one more little guy.
She's got Demencius in there. She's got Locust Walker in there. She's got Galacrond in there. She's got all of Darnassus in there, and she was like, it was like she had a kill 100 boars quest, and she was on 99. She'd done the fill the bar quest to 99. She's like, I really thought Demencius was going to fill this. I really thought that was it. Oh shit, man. And it's like, I just need one more ethereal. I was like, and that was it. Then she was like, oh boom, here we go. And then like she makes all of the void come out of the dark heart, and she basically like, it's hers now. She absorbs it, and the dark heart is empty, and just basically it's like it's a monocle now. It's just an empty glass kind of like. Yeah. But presumably it still works. Presumably we could still use it, because she just left it on the floor.
Oh, did she?
Well, once you got your meta, it's gonna be in your living room.
Yeah.
You know, so so they do that, and so that's really cool. That was a really awesome cinematic. Nice. And like she's like, and she gets a bit of a manic grin on her face. I love it when she has a manic grin. You know. And another thing I loved was she didn't know that Alleria was watching her, and she was still being sassy af to this ethereal. She was like, I'm so glad you've come. And it's like just nice that she does that to everyone, really.
Oh yeah, no, she's not performing. Yeah. That's just who she is in here.
So that's great, and that does one of my big criticisms of the Demencius End cinematic was that I didn't think it was visually clear enough that she had gained the power of a Void Lord, right? And because everyone was going, oh shit, she's got the power of a Void Lord now, but I was like, oh, I'm glad you told me, because I wouldn't have gathered that sort of thing. And this cinematic does it. This cinematic shows her getting it, and she's all like, I'm super powerful now, and she opens the what will become the portal to Silvermoon and stuff like that. So, and she says, at last, after 100,000 years, my plan's about to kick off.
Wow. Okay.
So some people are like, what? Silvermoon didn't exist 100,000 years ago. The Sunwell didn't exist 100,000 years ago. What? Like, this is bad writing, because like, oh, you're telling me her plan was to get to the Sunwell 100,000 years ago? And it's like, clearly she sees the Sunwell as the best way of achieving her plan currently, but it's still the same plan that she had 100.
You don't have to explain this to me.
If her plan was to eat the world soul, it was like, that's always been her plan. The plan didn't change, but the way that she could do it now would be like, if my plan 100,000 years ago was to eat a burger, then the way I was going to do that plan was probably to raise a cow, kill the cow, make the burger and eat it. 100,000 years later, the way I would do that same plan would probably be to go to McDonald's, right?
Or maybe it's like, I have this plan to like destroy everything.
Yeah.
And so
like
now
the objective is the same,
No,
but like the circumstances of how I might achieve that plan are different,
I
right?
know how this stuff works.
Exactly. So I just putting that one out there. Anyway, very exciting, very cool. Still don't exactly know what her super objective is really, or why she's doing what she's doing. I'm kind of hoping that might get explained a bit better. We know it doesn't in the very beginning of Midnight, so just looking forward to that a lot at this stage. But that's not the end. That's not the end of the quests.
There's more.
Yeah, because then we're like, okay, Alleria, you need to come to Silvermoon. You need to protect it. And she's like, I can't do that. I'm literally barred. I'm not allowed in, man. Last time I went in, the haven't you done the new Blood Elf lore walking, which is basically just the Blood Elf Heritage questline and the Void Elf unlock quests. Yeah, don't you remember when you just did that just now? When I went to the Sunwell, it all kicked off. Loads of Void shit happened. I'm too voidy for the Sunwell. It doesn't like me. And I'm like, I've been there, it's fine. I'm a Shadow Priest, man. I'm like, if anything, I'm more voidy than you.
Yeah,
right?
Shadow Priests are an interesting
conundrum,
aren't they?
Oh, I think there's a bit where Arator or someone's like, we need you because no one has the understanding and the power and the mastery of the void like you do. There's no one on Azeroth that has the kind of mastery of the void like you do. And I'm standing there like, bitch, I'm right here.
Yeah.
I am right here,
Void
man.
elves are
Like, I've been voidy way longer than her. Are you absolutely joking? Like,
yeah.
Anyway, whatever, man. Like, no sparing my feelings at all. And she's like, no, I can't do it. Sorry. Would I could. Wish I could come and help you out, guys. But ain't gonna work. So then Arator's all like, yo, let's go get Sylvanas. Well, because he's thinking like family, right? So, obviously he is Alleria's son.
That's his suggestion.
Yeah, he's Alleria's son, but he was brought up by Verisa, right? So like he was brought up by his aunt. So you know he knows a lot of Sylvanas, right? And what have you. So he's all like, yeah, let's go to the moor and get Sylvanas. And so we go to Venari, and Venari's all like, well, that's a stupid idea, but I'll help you, man. It's cool. Let's go. So we go to the moor, and you know what? It's not terrible.
Yeah, I feel
going
like
to the
lots of people
moor.
were probably worried about this bit of the questing.
Going to the moor was kind of cool, actually.
Nice.
Like going to the moor just as like a literal, like a setting, like a scene, like this is just a place to be sort of thing. I actually kind of liked. And Arator was there and he's like, holy shit, this place sucks. He's like, I have no idea how you've spent a long time here. And I'm like, Arator, you and me both, man, honestly. And we have some nice little quests where you're tracking down Sylvanas, and then the Void followed you into the moor somehow. And so she's like, well, I'm not going to help you, but you have to help me, like, you know, kill the Void now. So we do all those quests. And then you get to see her doing her saving the souls thing, right? And
that's what she's doing.
It's really cool. Yeah, she weaves baskets, okay? And she weaves baskets, and then you have to go and, like, talk to a bunch of souls.
Okay.
And like, some of them are... Well, there's actually some recognizable characters there.
Oh.
And you know, some of them try and attack her. Some of them are just like, I don't want your help.
Yeah.
And she's like... So be it. That's your choice. Yeah. And some are just like are actually kind of like soothed by her and stuff, and including like a night elf soul who was killed in Teldrassil and stuff like that. And then there's this brilliant in-game cutscene, like one of the best in-game cutscenes I think I've ever seen.
Wow.
Where you see the process whereby she transports the souls out of the moor. And I'm going to see if I can actually just find it on YouTube really quick, just so I can show you a still of it.
Okay. Because I know at some point she sings a song, or like there's some musical element to these.
Yeah, exactly. It's really, really cool. And like the model just looks amazing. Let's have a look.
There we go.
This one? Okay, yeah, I think this is the one. Okay, yeah.
All right.
So I'm just going to put this on the screen for you real quick.
See this.
If I just go like, here we go. So this is there sound playing here? No. And like she gets out this harp, and the sound isn't working on this video for some reason, but she plays a tune, and look at this animation, it's so good. Look at her finger work, it's very good.
Things.
And she's singing this song. Oh, there doesn't seem to be any sound on this video, unfortunately. But in the game, it's really, really good. And like the song draws the souls to her. This is absolute cinema. To her in the maul, and then they get in these little baskets that she's woven out of like the reeds that she finds in the maul, and she just like they just float off in these baskets like little lanterns or whatever. I always felt for those little soul guys in the maul. Yeah. Well, people are correcting me in chat saying it's a lyre, and it is a lyre, but that is a little harp, isn't it? That's a bit noisy, isn't it? So yeah, we're not actually getting the proper sound effects here. I apologize. But look, she's got these little baskets. How cool is this? Yeah.
Nice.
And look, the animation is just really great, and like
they're very nice, aren't they?
It's so characterful, and she looks so maudlin and sad, Sylvanas, a little smile of satisfaction there as she puts the soul into, and then she floats all the baskets off like little lanterns.
Really nicely done. I get what you're saying, like kind of like visually it's quite nice. Her character is really fluid. It's really like...
I believe a lute is actually like more of a guitar instrument. I think it's definitely a lyre that she's got. But obviously my first thought was Bard class confirmed. They spent all this time on these finger animations. They're not going to waste these finger animations, right? Surely we're going to get some Bard action happening in Last Titan now.
Yeah,
certainly.
I mean, yes.
Anyway, I just thought it was really, really, really cool. There's a brilliant bit where you're talking to all of these souls, and there's this soul, this nameless soul, familiar soul it's called. Ooh. Like just appears near her, and you're like, oh, what's that? And she's like, oh yeah, this soul just appears sometimes and follows me around for a bit and then disappears, and it's obviously Nathanos, right? So it's like yeah, it's really cool, it's really touching, it's really nice. And obviously we asked Sylvanas to come and help us defend Silvermoon, and she's like, nah, I'm doing this. This is my thing. Like this is like literally like I'm not allowed out. This is my penance, Yeah, and it was really great. I thought that was just fantastic. I really enjoyed it, and I haven't actually spent much time looking on the internet because, like I say, I'm a week late on this because of Brazil. Haven't spent much time on the internet looking at the general opinion of this. I imagine people fucking hate it because they do everything. But I thought I'm going to stan this questline. I thought this questline was awesome. I thought it was so good. Like just a huge fan.
That's now at the top of my priority list once I crawl up here in the dead of night.
Oh, and so there's this really nice bit at the end to really set up Midnight and really set up Arator, where you go back to Varisa, and you're like, well, sucks to be me because Mum didn't want to help out and Sylvanas didn't want to help out, so I guess apart from you, there's gonna be no Windrunners protecting Silvermoon, which is kind of like our job, right? And she's like, it's kind of up to you to be the Windrunner then, man.
Oh, wow.
It's like, go be a Windrunner. Go be a Skywalker. Except he actually is a Windrunner. Go do that. Apparently people are angry about that line as well. I don't know why. Because he is like literally a Windrunner. So
I haven't been on Reddit for like a week.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe someone in the chat can explain to me why Reddit hate that. Why do Reddit hate him being told to go and be a Windrunner? I think that's cool. I think that's awesome. I think that's great. Like it's shit in Star Wars because she's not really a Skywalker, right? But it's good in this because he actually is a Windrunner, and you forget that he's a Windrunner because no one calls him Windrunner. And Reddit hated it because it was a woman told a man what to do. Yeah, but she told him to go and basically just be a badass. So that's good, isn't it? Like, you know, I'm not gonna tell you my mother's maiden name online because it's all my passwords, but you know, like I am of my mother's heritage as well as my father's heritage. Yeah. And if my mum turned around to me and said, like, step up, man, you're my maiden name, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm not actually mum, I'm my dad's name. Like, I am obviously my mother's maiden name, and like, you know, I'm still of that family.
Yeah, I feel like night elves are a bit more like matriarchal, right? But blood elves in general.
Yeah,
a bit of the kind of matriarchy there.
Yeah, and like he is a windrunner. It's as simple as that, and that's why it's such a nice line, because I don't think anyone thinks of him as being a windrunner. Mm-hmm. But like he's literally Illyria's son. He was brought up by Varisa. Like even if he wasn't. Even if he wasn't by blood a windrunner, the fact that he's been brought up by Varisa, it would still be a nice line. It would be like, hey, I know you're not really, you know, related to us, but you might as well be. We think of you as family. Go and be a windrunner. Like, but as it is, he's literally Illyria's son.
Yeah.
Like, it's just.
I look forward to playing that. Actually, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Wait to see that.
Yay. I thought that was just really good. I love those quests. All the people complaining about it on Reddit can bite me. So I thought it was great. I don't even know what Tyrallian's surname is. So
like he does have one.
I'm sure he does.
He was like an orphan. He was like raised by priests, I think.
Oh, right.
I think I remember this from Blood Ties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tyrallian does have some kind of background.
Yeah. And I like, it makes me, the whole thing made me like Arator going into Midnight even more. So I think I thought it was a really nice line. And one of the reasons it felt like a nice line to me was because I did go, shit, yeah, he is a windrunner. I kind of forgotten, really. So I think that's great. And yeah, Sylvanas was brilliant in that scene. And you know, they didn't like do too much with her, and it just felt good. It felt really good. I loved it. I thought the entire quest line was good, but particularly the Sylvanas stuff, I thought it really, really worked. And it genuinely got me hyped in a way that I wasn't expecting. So I was like, yeah, okay.
Good.
Yeah.
I am now hyped as well.
It was great. Brawler's Guild I can't talk about because I haven't done it. I hear, and I want to get on to the super chats because I think there's a few today. But I hear that one of my most anticipated features of the patch, which is the War Within catchup, you know, like the path of the curator through thing, which sounds like a great idea. Mm-hmm. What a brilliant idea! This idea that's a truncated, curated, you know, bop through catch-up experience through the War Within story. It takes you through like the raid bosses and stuff like that. But apparently it's not really working. Apparently, like it's got like some hard stop bugs in it, which will not progress you, and things like that. So you've got all these new players coming back and being like for housing and going, oh, cool, War Within catch up, and apparently it's not really working.
Okay.
So if that's, I haven't had a chance to properly test it out yet, but I will, and because I'm really excited about it. It was one of my like top features of the patch, and I want it to work because it's such a great idea. And such a great idea, just a genius idea, just a clever, smart,
just like out of
big
nowhere.
willy idea, just really, really good. And it just takes you through 10 levels of leveling, which isn't very long at all these days. And I'd love to give it a go, but I'm not hearing good things about it at the moment, unfortunately. So that would be a shame, wouldn't it? That'd be a real shame. Gutted. Boo.
Gonna have to give that a spin then.
Yeah, well, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. That's the thing. And all these people coming back from for player housing, and they're not getting a chance to kind of you know, get the properly curated experience that they deserve. Right. I had to relog several times during the War Within catch up. People saying in the chat. So yeah, loads of bug quests, just not quite functional at the moment. Maybe bear that in mind.
Alas,
I can't really speak to it until I have a proper test of it. But that's what we're hearing. That's what our reporters on the ground are telling us.
From our peeps in the field.
Yeah. Do you want to read some of these super chats?
Yes,
or before we do, is there anything else you want to mention about the current situation in WoW before we move on?
There was One thing that was interesting, I saw pop up on WoW Head, which was some concept art from like midnight silver moon style buildings, which is cool. Which kind of like teases some of our looks for the like blood elf themed housing.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is quite nice.
Let me see if I can put you on. Yeah, there we are.
Yeah, nice. And
cool.
Yeah,
cool.
very cool. Like some silver moon structures, some silver moon interiors.
Which, of course, we can have.
Of course. Nice, just some bits. But, of course, some people have noticed these words written at the bottom of the...
Silver Moon Housing District.
Now, the disclaimer. This is concept art. It is conceptual in its very nature.
I have to spend so much time explaining the concept of concept art to people on this channel, don't we?
It is a concept, right? And this is like literally something in artist sketches, which is like, this is a concept, right? And they look, I mean, it looks super cool, right? And this can go for housing elements. This can go for elements within Silver Moon, right? Rebuilt Silver Moon. But
that's a good point, actually. Yeah.
Right, because we have Silver Moon, and it has loads of things like this in it. So it's still pretty cool to have a look, and maybe it is a little bit of a tease.
Yeah.
Maybe it is a tease for the future of our neighborhoods of housing, because having a whole Silver Moon themed one would feel cool. Would feel a bit of like. We're already getting Silver Moon exteriors in other neighborhoods. Why would we put it in a Silver Moon neighborhood? Hey, I'm not complaining.
Do you think we'll get a Silver Moon neighborhood?
Like a midnight neighborhood?
Yeah.
I think we'll get some kind of neighborhood eventually, a new one eventually.
Do you think it will be Silver Moon?
I don't know.
I hope it's not.
Yeah, because that feels...
I feel like if we're going to get a Silver Moon neighborhood... Well, it's not going to be there at the beginning of midnight, which is when I would have wanted it, like clearly.
Yeah.
So that would suggest that if we're going to get a Silver Moon neighborhood, it'll be like at the end of midnight. And I want the next neighborhood to be relevant to the expansion.
Yeah.
So I want it to be there from the beginning of the expansion. So basically I want it in Northrend. I want the next neighborhood to be in Northrend.
So we have to wait that long to get a new neighborhood?
One single expansion, yeah. Like, one neighborhood per expansion. Don't forget, like, Founders Point and Raisin Wind Shores are technically midnight content, right?
Yeah.
So, it would make sense. It would make sense to wait till Last Titan and Northrend to have the thing there. Okay. And I would honestly rather that than have a Silver Moon neighborhood just as that's becoming like irrelevant content, just as that's becoming past content. Like that feels horrible to me. I want a neighborhood in like the continent where the expansion's happening next.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I want it to be. So I'm willing to go without the Silver Moon neighborhood, even though it's such an obvious fucking idea for a neighborhood and everyone would love it.
Yeah.
I would personally rather have it be a Northrend neighborhood in Northrend, for Last Titan.
But then what happens? Like, we have to up sticks and move our whole guild neighborhood to a new neighborhood?
No, it would just give you another place you can have a home. So now you'd be able to have for a start, I think it would be one neighborhood. There wouldn't be a Horde and Alliance one.
No, I think
so. I think it'd be a cross-faction neighborhood. So you'd be able to have like every account then would be able to have a Horde house, an Alliance house, and the third neighborhood house, right?
Oh.
So I mean, it wouldn't how would that be a problem? Why is that?
No, but so you could just have an extra house?
Yeah, in an extra neighborhood.
So you could have.
So you just have, you got two houses right now, so you just have three
having a Horde
houses.
and an Alliance house makes sense to me. Having a random one thrown in doesn't make as much sense. I'm sure you'd have the option to move one of your existing houses there if you wanted, with everything in it, or you could just start fresh as well and have like two houses. I'm sure that would be how it worked. Okay,
I'm certain.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah. And it would be cross faction. It would be like a unique kind of visual thing. I think the timeline is just wrong for the Silver Moon neighborhood, and the only time I could see them introducing it would be a time I wouldn't really want it.
Okay.
So I'm willing to do without it at this point. Yeah. Right. That's what I think anyway. That's just my thing, right? That's just my that's where I'm at right now.
Maybe it can be like your summer house. You got your house and you've got
Your
like
winter house.
Well, it would be a winter house in Northern, wouldn't it? Your little escape, your second home.
Yeah, exactly. And like, as Norgar correctly points out, it's not like you have a Horde house and an Alliance house right now. You just have like 2 houses on your account, one in each neighborhood. So like the concept of having a third one in a neighborhood,
they do feel very factional.
Yeah, but that's because they're specifically designed by faction, and this one would be specifically designed not in faction.
Okay.
So like,
all right, I am not complaining.
Yeah.
I will roll with it 100%.
Yeah.
Speaking of rolling with it, shall we?
There's one other thing as well.
Oh?
We've data mined one of the level 6 upgrades to housing.
Yes.
And oops. And it is, and this obviously won't be coming until midnight, but it's like an indoor lighting thing.
Nice.
That's a quality of life wish list for player housing. That's not it at all. Here we go.
It is. The Hearthlight.
Hearthlight Amillery, which is basically like the date simulator for
excuse me?
You know the toy, the date simulator, where you can set the time of day wherever you are in this little bubble around you, so you can have it like, a romantic sunset or something like that. It's a thing for inside your house that lets you go from default, natural light, unnatural dark, evening calm, or midnight as a lighting state within your house. We don't know if it's just like within individual rooms or in the individual house, but just another awesome thing that they're bringing with housing. Just setting. Fantastic. Yeah, why the heck not?
Love that.
If Jesse Kalinchek's tweet is anything to go by, he didn't know about this until like a dev had made it and put it in.
Incredible.
Which is awesome, and I love that. That's terrific. So very excited about that. Anyway, let's move on to some super chats.
Shall we? Let's pull these up. Thank you everyone who dropped a super chat. Twitch viewers, we also see you and love you and recognize you. But you're not super chatters.
But we do see the subs come through when we're streaming. So I really appreciate that. Thank you, fam.
First one is up from Ham Dude. Thank you so much for the super chat. Caught you live. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Cheers. Oh, I'm cheersing you with my Zürcher Weihnachtssale.
Oh yeah, when you bought that back, I thought maybe that was a present for me that you bought back for me from Switzerland.
It is a present for you.
Well, you haven't shown it to me or given it to me.
Well, it is for you. I'm just drinking from it right now.
Okay, I haven't seen it. Can I have a look?
Yeah. Do you want to have a look?
Can I have a look at my present? Is that all right?
You can have a look. So this is from the this is from the Zurich Christmas market, and I love it because it is maybe like one of the most like Swiss items.
Yeah, it costs £25.
Yeah, exactly. That you can ever have. Here, Tally, you can hold it and show it off.
Oh, cheers.
For one thing, there's a little marker on the inside that shows off 0.2 liters. So you cannot exceed 0.2 liters within your glass. Yeah. There's a very specific amount that you can drink.
And there's a picture of a nice warm drink for AM and a picture of a cocktaily drink for PM.
These are the rules being enforced. So during the day,
they're big on rules.
Yeah, they love rules, right? There's an amount of liquid that can go in this container, and you cannot exceed that limit. And also there's a way that you can use it during the day, which is having a bag of tea in this cup, and then in the evening you can use it to drink some Glühwein.
Oh,
some nice warm mulled wine.
Yum.
That's the plan.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, that is the plan. So anyway, I have my coffee in there, so I'm already breaking a rule. Thank you, Ham Dude. Next one is up from Isel Cabbages. Thank you so much for the super chat. Happy Thursday. Hope you have a great show. I think we have. For 11.2.7, I was very pumped to see the curated Dragonflight leveling. And sadly, so far, it's just exactly the same as it was before.
Oh.
Quite sad. I'm going to have to give this
hard thing to test, really, that as well. Yeah. So, yeah. I've heard that, too. I was more excited about the War Within stuff. So it's breaking my heart to hear that that's not going down very well and it's not really working. And the fact that, that's basically the case for the Dragonflight leveling as well. Such a shame. I'm so sorry. I really hope they sort this out quickly because, it's going to be the first thing that new players go to, right?
Yeah.
And do. And it's tragic if they're getting this bad impression coming back to the game.
Yeah. Next one is up from Isel Cabbages again. Thank you, Cabbages. Also, player housing is not for me. I'm creatively bankrupt with it, But I really enjoy going into friends' houses and seeing what they make. You are getting something out of it, right?
There is no sadder thing than flying around a neighborhood, seeing a really cool looking house, going down into their front garden to have a little look around, and then suddenly the sides of your screen go all like blurred, and it's like, you will be teleported off this plot. You are trespassing, motherfucker.
know.
Get the fuck. We've called the police. Get off my lawn. Get out, mate. Gone. And I get a pang of regret when I'm on someone's lawn and it's a really great looking house on the outside, and then you go in to like have a look inside and you can't get in, you're not allowed. But that's more understandable. Please let people onto your yard. I believe that it's get off my yard, it's get off my lawn automatically by default, right?
It is. No, it's not get off my lawn, but it's stay out of my house by default.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the default is you can walk on
that's
people's yards, but you can't go in their house, which makes sense.
Okay, cool.
It's kind of like the chaotic neutral.
And obviously you must do whatever you feel comfortable with. If you don't want people on your yard, that's absolutely fine.
Exactly.
But it does make flying around the neighborhood really fucking annoying.
Yes. Yeah.
That's why I favor kind of like guild neighborhoods, really, because they don't tend to do that. They tend to be a bit more open, right? Because it's all friends, right? Yeah.
Thank you, Cabbages. Next one is up from Buddy Jarjura. Thank you, Buddy. Lovely to see you. Joining the Wondrous Wisdomhood was magical. Took me right back to 2005 and feelings from launch. Cheers. Aw, I'm really glad, Buddy. And I hope we'll do like a little check-in with everyone who's in the T&E guild neighborhoods just to see how things are going. People seem to be getting like settling in really well, but I'm going to do like, as a neighborhood officer, I'm going to do some rounds and make sure everyone's
go for it.
Feeling happy.
And well aware that we're both letting the side down on the guild neighborhoods right now,
we haven't,
because we have not like we are just like the most
yet.
basic kind of empty houses there at the moment.
Yes.
But that will change. You've seen how much work I put into my first house.
Oh yeah.
Just as much. In fact, the designs will probably be even more out there for the guild neighborhood, because I'm actually the guild master of those ones, so I have to have a befitting home.
Yes, you
have
do.
to have like a home befitting
Exactly.
that.
You do. And Buddy asks, will y'all make 3 different houses with different themes for each in your various hoods? Yes. Will. So yeah, my plan for our guild one is just a cozy kind of hobbit hole style house. And then I'm going to decide, I think for Horde, I really just want the Silver Moon exterior from my Horde one, but I'm gonna have to wait for that.
You are gonna have, well, you can make Silver Moony type stuff with your gazebo and stuff, and like it can be done.
Yeah,
I've seen some brilliant like blood elf looking houses actually.
Yeah, and I think my instinct is maybe to make kind of more like a Nightborne style house, but given the location, which is like on a rocky red like beach cliff. I think I'm gonna make something a little bit more beachy, and then my Teeny Alliance one I might get a little bit more creative with. We shall see.
That comment about feeling like it was right back in 2005 for the launch, I completely agree with that. Like on the alpha, when I first stepped into the neighborhood, because we hadn't tested the neighborhoods before then, it literally took my breath away. Not because it was so beautiful or stunning or anything, although it is quite lovely, into the Alliance neighborhood, but it just felt so like seminal. It felt so important. It felt like such a huge moment for the game. It's like we're here. Player housing is here. We're in this neighborhood. And it just like I genuinely kind of made me choke up a little bit to be there in that moment and to have that. So yeah, I envy the people that got to do that in early access. I envy the people that get to do that again in midnight launch and stuff. And yeah, that moment where you first step into the neighborhood, especially if it's like a guild neighborhood or something like that, it's so magical feeling. Yeah, it really is.
So special. Thanks, buddy. Next one is from Caio Fernandez. Thank you, Caio. Just a little
nod.
Cheers. Love that. Cheers. Next one is from Oki Cowboy. Thank you, Oki. Can you ask the WoW devs if we can get Workins without a hunchback? I can.
I wonder what they're going to say.
I don't know what they're going to say, but I can. And I totally get the desire not to have one. Although I've seen some really good uses of the hunchback to make like very spooky looking characters.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
So
they make great warlocks. They make great like kind of, rogues, great hunchy characters. They're cool.
Yeah. Thank you, Oki. Next one is from Jarquadanantus. Thank you. My dream is just to make my house one of those towers that jets out of Ironforge.
Oh yeah, well I've seen people do that. I've seen people do it. Like, okay, so
Using, like, the mole machine.
the most important game-changing bit of exterior decor is undoubtedly the boulders. Boulders are so good. You can make anything with that shit. It's so cool. Like, the boulders are legit. You can make a little just like rock to put your house on. You can make a rock to put your house in. You can, like, they're so good. Like, the rocks, they're great, and you know you can do loads of shit inside with them as well.
I love a good rock.
Remember that like little cave network that we saw?
Oh my god.
They just kept going on and on and on and on and on.
Oh my god, people make the craziest.
So amazing. Yeah, so like get friendly with the boulders.
Get your rocks on.
Yeah. Or a statue of feet, yeah.
Yeah, or a statue of feet. Yeah, exactly. Brilliant. The Star Squid, thank you. I've been working on an outdoor beachfront bar and grill that's also a tavern on the inside. I love the Horde neighborhood.
The Horde neighborhood.
The Horde is a bit more of a party neighborhood.
It really is.
It
Like,
absolutely is a
actually,
party.
you're not wrong. Yeah. It's got that tropical. I feel like I'm Daniel Craig at the beginning of Skyfall. You know, where he's hiding, he's dead, you know, and he's like just partying on, like, sadly having sad sex with beautiful women all the time. And
so
like
hard for him.
drinking himself into a stupor because he's so sad. It's like, I'm just gonna party and have sad sex all the time, and that's what I feel like when I'm on my private island in the Horde neighborhood.
Wow.
Genuinely, that's all I'm gonna do.
Who are you sadly bonking on your private island?
Same person I always sadly bonk.
I wouldn't know.
You
Not sad.
No, it's all right. Well, I'm always crying, but just with happiness. Just like, yes. When you tell me it's sex time, it takes ages for us to start because I'm just so busy dancing around, so happy.
Yeah, and then you go through a lot of
Calling all my friends, calling my mum, telling her. I've got to share this with someone.
Anyway.
So happy.
Oh, next chat is from Caio Fernandez. Again, oh, thank you, Caio. Hi, guys. My first super chat. I'm from Brazil. Oh,
hey.
Hi, Caio. I guessed maybe from your name. That's amazing. Love your guys' work and have been accompanying since pre-BFA. Oh, thank you for being here for so long. It's amazing. Hope you guys had a good time here. Much love to you. We absolutely did. Brazil was, as we've gone on about it, it was really like a superb time. We had an amazing time.
It was the best. I love that place.
Would love to go back and explore a bit more and see more of Brazil, see more of South America, because it felt very, very special and we felt really welcome there.
We were both genuinely sad to be leaving.
Yeah. Oh, I felt really emotional at the airport, and usually like I travel a bit, so I'm usually good. But leaving Brazil, I felt very, very sad. Tally, keep advocating for class skins. It's my number one wish for WoW.
You know I do, mate.
Got it. We will never stop going on about that.
Class skins, hair under hat.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what I'm on now.
Yeah. Next one is from Azure Melody. Thank you, Azure. Finding myself struggling to find motivation to do any housing stuff in WoW, despite loving it in Final Fantasy XIV. Interesting. Any suggestions for how to get over that?
If you're not already looking at loads of pictures of the stuff people are doing, I find that incredibly inspiring. Like, it was just looking through the WoWkia Discord that made me go, okay, you know what?
Discord.
It's time to go and do this. It's time to absolutely like build a cool house, and like just having like an idea of what you want to make and what you want to do. And I think, there's no better way to just like wander around a neighborhood, go and look in other people's houses, look at the houses from the outside and stuff. And if that doesn't work, just wait until you do feel inspired by it. It's not going anywhere. It's always going to be there forever. And it's, like one day you'll turn around maybe and be like, oh, I do want to get involved with that. And likewise, if you're the kind of person that has no interest in housing at all, and I've seen some people in the chat be like, and I see this in every chat these days, people who aren't completely up with the system and everything being like, am I going to be forced into this? Do I have to do this? It's like, literally no. Like, you never even have to accept the quest. Like, your player power, your WoW experience can remain exactly the same without even picking up the quest. You might want to pick it up and then just hide it just so it doesn't bother you every time you're in a capital. But like, you never have to get a house. It's absolutely fine. Don't worry. Let alone do anything with it.
And also, if you are in a neighborhood with randoms, you can always just swap neighborhoods. See if it's a little bit more exciting in a different neighborhood. Different people might inspire you. Or like Tally says, don't worry about it.
Come visit my gaff, man. That'll inspire you. You'll be like, oh God, I could do better than this.
Yeah, right. Next one is from the Maz Art Groupie. Thank you, the Maz. Thoughts on Nathanos kneeling, all silent behind a rock in the maw, but only on the Sylvanas loyalist character.
Oh, what?
What might be happening here?
I did not see that.
I did see a screenshot of this, and some people think it might be some kind of bug or something.
Or someone just did it on Narcissus.
Narcissus. Sorry. I'm never not going to correct you when you say that.
Yeah, it's funny because you correct me every time, but I think you're saying the exact same word. I hear no difference. I'm just like, why is she just repeating the word I just said?
This is why I will never stop. So apparently some people have seen Nathanos kneeling like behind a boulder.
Why didn't you bring this up when we were talking about
because
this?
I wanted to save it for this part because so some people think that they don't know.
Shit, man.
They don't know.
I faction changed my loyalist character. Will it still work for me?
I don't know.
Probably not.
I don't know.
Oh no.
I don't know. Maybe.
Shit.
Maybe. He's just in the maw. It could just be like.
So are you telling me that spirit that follows her isn't Nathanos then?
It could be Nathanos. It could be how she perceives Nathanos. I don't know. Like someone saying that he didn't appear for their loyalist character. Right, and so it might not, the spirit could be anyone else. Sylvanas knows who has died, right? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm
and
intrigued.
it's like so
it sounds like it's intended.
Proper model, like kneeling behind a rock.
Cool.
So who knows? Who knows?
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I liked it when I thought the spirit was him, though. I thought that was nicer. I thought that was cuter.
It could also be him.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. We shall maybe find out. Next one is from Wargface. Great name. Hey Teeny, first time chatter. Oh, thank you. What do you think they'll bring back the progressive quests that change parts of the world to unlock a new part, like the Isle of the Thunder King and Firelands questing zones? Thanks.
Yeah, there was low key some of that in The War Within. Like it's kind of like a regular sort of thing of WoW zones now, actually, to a certain degree. Like the idea that you kind of, through questing, through doing stuff, you make little differences to the zone and change the zone and the world and stuff. Right? And that's the thing in Dragonflight as well, definitely, yeah. It has been, I'm trying to think where, but I feel like it has been a thing in War Within as well. But yeah, I love that stuff. I think, like, make it bigger. Yeah, make big changes to stuff, like give us a quest where you decide the fate of a town or something, and like maybe for some people it's wiped off the face of the earth, and for some people it's there still or whatever. And like I think making your mark on the world like that can be really fun. Yeah, definitely.
I'm a big fan.
Obviously, as an MMO with everyone in the world at the same time, it has its difficulties like that. But I love that kind of stuff for sure. I'd love to see that come back.
Jess Coro, thank you for the super chat. Hubby and I are big fans. Oh, thanks to you and your hubby. Thanks, guys. Wanted to say how amazing your crossover with Flying Buttress was. Yes, we need more book reviews with Flying Buttress animations. That is a huge pleasure to hear, and we are going to pass that feedback on to Buttress.
Oh, you know it.
We'll also be absolutely delighted and encouraged.
We were so thrilled to do that because we worked with Buttress on our Jailer video. Do you remember back in Shadowlands? Talking about the Jailer?
Then, yeah.
We got Buttress to do like a little kind of sizzle couple of minutes in there, describing the Reddit post that we were talking about in that video, and loved it. And I've always been a huge fan of Buttress, and I was absolutely thrilled to get him in that video. I know we had plans to work with him more, but then he was like, I'm actually going to just focus on my own YouTube channel and do that, which he did. So the chance to, like, years later, kind of, he had some free time to do something was fantastic, and we'd love to work with him again for sure.
Yeah, we would.
Like, he's awesome. He's a lovely man, lovely to work with.
Yeah.
And I like him a lot. But like, if you haven't watched our Blood Ties recap and review video, the whole recap, which is a good 45 minutes
long
of video.
Yeah.
And we were a bit like, I really want to get Buttress to do this video, but of course it's one of those videos that basically not many people are going to watch. So, like, it felt a bit like a waste in a way, but I knew it'd be such a good thing to have in the video.
Loads of people watched that.
Just went with it and and loved it. And I knew that everyone that did watch it would love it.
Exactly.
So I was like, okay, cool. So yeah, like the whole recap of the entire story and of the book, is not just Evie explaining it to me in a funny and witty way, but is also illustrated by animations from Flying Buttress, which if you know Flying Buttress, you know how funny and awesome that is. So yeah, I'd go and watch it right now if I was you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if you've already watched it, go watch it again. I actually just watched it last night, honestly. I just enjoyed it so much. Yeah.
Thanks for that, Just Koro. Next one is from Mimiyaga. Cheers, Mimiyaga. Can't stay for the full podcast, but just wanted to say welcome home from Brazil.
Hey! Well, you're not here, but hey! Thank you.
Mimiyaga, maybe you'll hear this later. Thank you for the love.
And maybe that is, sorry, just to go back to the previous one as well, because something they said in the comment, which I didn't address. Yeah, that would be the obvious way to keep on working with Buttress in that way, would be just to do the books. But that's kind of what he's done on his channel as well. So I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll work something out. Christopher Moniz, lovely to see you as always, friend. Merry early Christmas, fam. Merry early Christmas to you too. Been playing the catch-up and remix of late and getting a bit of the bug back for the game.
Ooh.
Have to say, the catch-up experience for 78 to 80, I'm a bit conflicted on. The lore is short, changed, but the speed is nice. Thoughts?
We did talk about that earlier, but I mean, it sounds like you didn't get many bugs there, and that you were able to just like whiz through it, which is excellent news. I'm gonna have to. I'd be okay with it being short because it is only 10 levels and it is like a whistle stop. It's meant to be a whistle. I think they said like something like 6 hours, something like that, in things that I've heard. But if it worked, I feel like I'd be happy with it. I need to actually just like knuckle down and do it really and play through it. I've got a couple of characters that are 70 and need leveling to 80, so that would be the perfect opportunity, right? Yeah, it'd be really good.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to come back to you on that one, mate. But I will. I promise. Yeah. I'm hoping there might even be a video in it. Who knows?
We shall see. Thanks, friend. Next one is from another friend, 100% not Thundas. Thank you for always providing amazing WoW content. Thanks, Thundas. Thank you for being here. Do you think it's possible to get neighborhood seasonal weather changes, like snow for the holiday? That would be really cute. It's just weather. You could just get weather. Like there won't be snow on the ground, but it could be coming from the sky.
I feel like they could do that forever, and they never did, right?
Maybe they're saving it.
Everyone wants seasons in WoW.
Maybe they're saving it. Like I would love to see that.
Seasons in neighborhoods would be amazing.
Yeah. Also, Tally, just a heads up, Brawlers Guild does have some housing items. Just saying.
I don't want to do it. What housing items are in there? Is it some dog shit? Is it some good stuff though? I don't know. What's in there?
It's probably good. I don't know.
Some fucking what is it? I don't know. Is it like some? Oh, is it the Blood Elf chair and stuff that I saw?
There is a Blood Elf chair.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Boxing gloves to hang. Oh, that is cool actually.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's good.
Okay, the boxing gloves sound good. Yeah. I do fancy the boxing gloves.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, I'm sure you will. I've got a feeling Brawlers Guild is basically a permanent thing in the same way as the new Horrific Visions is, right? I don't think it's going anywhere. I don't think it's a seasonal thing. I think it's like, it's just there now. That's where it is.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong?
Well, anyway, cool bits of stuff that you can get.
Yeah, okay.
Nice.
Training gear and a barricade as well.
Right.
Okay, cool.
All right, we'll have to play with that.
A punching bag. Okay, that's awesome, yeah.
Speaking of punching bags, Shadow Master 004, thank you for the super chat. Always excited for your videos. How do you stay positive engaging with the community? It bums me out when I get excited about new content and see the community immediately dragging it online. I think part of the thing of like having played this game for so long and having been online for so long, you know, like WoW flavor online, I think you just accept that that's always going to be part of it, and that certain parts of the community are always going to be vocally negative because that's just what reads. Like that's what people like to complain, and they like to share their experiences, and that just becomes kind of like super amplified online. So it happens and I accept it, and to be honest, I just try to play.
I think like it's easy when you're kind of looking from the outside to kind of think that it's like the same people being critical every time of everything, and that it's just this bunch of people that are always really down on it, right? But you know, a lot of the time it's just different people, and they thought the last thing was absolutely great and they just don't like this thing. And so because WoW is such like a broad church, right, and such a big tent, and there's always gonna be someone that doesn't like a new thing, in the same way there's always gonna be loads of people that really like a new thing, and so there'll always be someone complaining about the new thing. It's not always the same person. It's like this kind of like merry-go-round of people. So once you realize that, it's kind of less exhausting in a way, because it's like that person that you just read on Reddit slagging this thing off, they might have loved everything else and just didn't like this, right? So what exhausts me is when I feel like there are people just being down on it all the time, which there definitely are, but I think that that kind of, it's actually a really low number of people that do that, and it's, you know, and like I feel like we're quite lucky in our community. You know, like I say, our Discord is a really nice place because it's just patrons, and you know, I feel like WoW's major problem is that it has a really big professional content creation scene, he says, as a professional content creator. But likewise, you've seen it happen with Final Fantasy XIV as that game went through an explosion. Unfortunately, the bigger a professional content creation scene a game has, the more over time it's going to inevitably tend towards negativity, because you've suddenly got all these people making a living out of talking about this game. And the best way to make a living about talking about a game is to be negative about it. Like, that's going to get you the most clicks. That's going to get you the most people saying, yeah, that guy, he tells it how it is. Did you hear him telling him like it is?
Yeah.
And that's really important for like your credibility as a creator and stuff as well. And, you know, it's human psychology where we always assume that positivity is lies and negativity is truth. So like, if you are a negative content creator, you're going to get more people saying that you are telling the truth than if you're positive, right? So that's just human psychology. It's going to happen. So as a creator, you're always going to tend towards negativity because of the clicks and because of the money, but also because you feel more legitimate as a creator. You feel like you're telling the truth more if you're being negative, which isn't always the case, but it is what it is. So yeah, unfortunately, that's just a natural part of having a big professional content creation scene, and you've seen it in action. You've seen it happen with Final Fantasy XIV. Like, the content's become more negative as it's got a more professional content creation scene, which you know, it's
wild, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I like to think that, you know, I think we are generally positive about some things. But that doesn't mean that we're not critical, right? Like
yeah, but and that's the thing though. Right? I think you can be critical in a positive way, and you can be critical in a negative way, and I think that's it's exhausting when someone's like, I don't think people find criticism exhausting, they find negativity exhausting. So you can be as critical as you want if you're kind of positive about it, like, and you know, there's like, you can always see someone when someone criticizes something, right? Like, it's always very obvious if they're criticizing it from a place of love or a place of hate. Like, if I described a TV show that had a bad season, but I obviously hated the TV show from the start, you'd be able to tell, right? And like, if someone who like has a genuine passion for that TV show is talking about what a bad season it was, that's different. It's got a different vibe. It's got a different, like, you know, kind of sound. It's got a different feel, and people can feel that, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, glad you are still sticking around, Shadow.
Yeah, thanks.
Next one is from Nostradamus. Very positive name. I love it. I noticed in the goodbye quests for the Infinite Bazaar that there was a typo. Void Elves and Suramar in place of Nightborn.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, Demon Hunter Nightborn confirmed? Ooh, that's very optimistic of you. But I mean, I think Demon Hunter Nightborn is like on the cards.
Well,
right?
You reckon?
Yeah.
I've got a little pet theory about Midnight.
Oh,
it's like a little. No, it's nothing really. Okay. Everyone's gonna laugh at me.
Yeah.
But I think we might get a Suramar patch in Midnight.
That's not nothing. That's huge.
I think we might have a patch set in Suramar.
With loads of
this is based on basically nothing.
Yeah,
I've just got a feeling. I've just got a feeling about it. It's in my loins. There's nothing in the questing that suggests it. There's nothing like that anyone's ever said from the devs that suggests it. There's nothing there that suggests there might be a Suramar patch. I've just got this feeling.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like the feeling. even though it has no reason for its existence, I still like it. Thank you for that feeling. And last super chat is from Cody RC. Y'all are awesome. Haven't played WoW in ages. I still watch all this.
Hey, good on you.
Cody,
nice one.
that's really kind.
That's better. Yeah, definitely.
Thank you for the super chat. That's really, really, really cool. Aw, well, thank you guys. That was a really nice session, nice podcast.
A nice return, wasn't it? Very nice.
Return to the podcasting setup.
People are saying that we need to create this Mego screen, this background, in game and player housing. I feel like you might be the woman for that.
I might be able to
I feel like we could actually do it, actually.
Like there's some
the sign would be the hardest bit, the T&E sign.
I could make it. I could make it out of tiny things.
Yeah, I bet you could.
Yeah. Oh my god, you've given me a project. Thank you.
I know you love a project.
I love a project.
Most of the shit in there is WoW stuff, so it'd be easy to make, right?
It is. Okay.
Just dye some stone. Yeah,
exactly. Oh, I'm already thinking. And thank God there are already like string lights you can put up.
Well, exactly. And good old Mego making them different colors so they fit in with the goblin one so well.
That would be.
Get us some purple light in there.
Oh my God.
Which I know we can do. Yeah. Okay. Get the rain effect outside.
Can't quite have
Don't know how you're gonna get the traffic
blade,
effect.
Can you?
What?
You can't have Zalatas blade in your house.
Not currently.
No.
I don't think.
Give
it time.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be the
right.
meta achievement. The meta achievement at the end of midnight.
I think that might.
After we put Zalatath back in the blade.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That might be coming. And it just periodically whispers in your house.
Yeah.
It just says things.
And then you can have a room next door, which is like actually this office. So you can have like the artistic interpretation of the office, and you can have this office here.
Cute.
Get some brickwork in there. Yeah, it'd be perfect.
Wow. Very meta. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, today for tuning into the podcast. It's been a real joy being here, chatting with you about where we're at, about player housing, about the news, about our trip to Brazil. It's been good.
It's been awesome.
It's been
lovely chatting with you guys again. Can't wait to get back on the videos too. We had 3 videos come out in the week we went to Brazil, in fairness.
Not bad.
So thank you to everyone who watched those. Thank you, particularly if you watched the Blood Ties video, because we were really happy with that, really proud of that one.
Yeah.
Thank you to everyone who has joined us today. Thank you for people who are watching the VOD. Thank you to everyone on Twitch and YouTube who watched the live recording. Thank you to everyone listening in your ears and your favorite podcast listening platform.
Oh, yeah.
We will see you next week for another episode of the Poocast.
The podcast.
From me, Taliesin.
And me, Evitel.
Until next time, cheerio.
Bye.
Thank you, patrons.
Thanks.